our YouTube channel, Powerful Couple Journey, where we talk about immigration process, especially for those that are aspiring to become a green card holder from being a J1 teacher with 212-year rule, now is living here in the US and having their American spouse, really wanting to transition to getting a US immigration benefit, which is the waiver. We are going to discuss today about who should get a waiver and why is it important. It is specifically important for those aspiring to get their green card and be with their family, especially if they get married to their US citizen spouse. I can vouch that myself, even though I'm just gonna tell ahead of time, disclaimer, I am not an immigration lawyer. This is just based on my own experience as an international teacher, was able to get my waiver through exceptional hardship with my US citizen spouse. This is going to be more on discussions, sharing of ideas, and giving you insights firsthand from a person who did this DIY or do it yourself process. So who needs to have a waiver? Those that are J1 visa holders that would like to apply and don't want to do the 2-year rule, 2-year home residency requirement because it is really stipulated in your DS 2019 and your visa stamp, which is you are subject to the 2-year rule. So those are the ones that you have to consider. So if you wanted to stay here in the US, like for example, you wanted to adjust status to H-1B visa or wanted to get a green card, so J-1 waiver is needed. So for those that are J1 teachers like me who used to teach, I miss teaching, but it's a blessing now that I'm working outside of the field of education and now just really giving my insights and ideas here in our YouTube channel, Powerful Couple Journey, and with our J1 Waiver Helping Hands group. We are 3,900 already, helping each other, giving ideas about the J1 waiver process, do it yourself. I am dedicated to give my time and attention, especially for those that are really in tune with this J1 waiver process with the immigration here in the US. We are going to talk more about participating with the J1 visa. We all know. Hi, life is good. Oh, you're here again. I am so thankful. And finally, I see you in this my live video. Then Dominic 5326. Hi. Thank you for coming to this live video. I really appreciate you. I am dedicated to do this Mondays to Fridays, so hopefully we are going to be part of the series about the J1 waiver process and how to do this DIY. And thank you so much for giving your time and attention to listening to this live video. So this is where we are going to dive deep to the J1 waiver process. You have to look at the skills list in the revised 2024. It is going to be where you learn. Oh, yes, your friend is going to watch. Dominic, thank you. I really appreciate you. Thank you for coming here. Shout out to you. Hi. I say hi. Shout out to you. Thank you for watching. So let us go deeper into this J1 waiver process, especially if you are already in tune of living here in the US and find your American spouse. So it's really important to know the details about the J1 waiver process. The common reasons for the teachers to wanting to apply is, of course, they get married to their US citizen spouse. They want to stay here for them. And they wanted to know like what other ways for them to get the waiver. There is a no objection statement from your home country, just like India. You can get a no objection statement, or if you are out already from the skills list, then you can just file if you have a person like an employer who would like to sponsor you for an H-1B visa. So it's really important to do that one. Thank you for the wave. I appreciate you and the hearts. I appreciate you, Dominic. So persecution waiver is one thing that you can file as well. And this is what we did, and I can vouch this because we filed for exceptional hardship waiver through my U.S. citizen spouse. You can also do this through your green card holder spouse or your U.S. born citizen children or child. Then there is an interested government agency, which comes from one of which is the Bureau of Indian Education or BIE school. They have the right to talk to the Department of State, Homeland Security to give you a way to get this waiver and be able to pursue your work permit in that school. So it's really tricky. And if you are blessed to have a school which is under the BIE or Bureau of Indian Education, those are like Native Americans that you are mostly going to teach, then it's going to be your pathway to get your waiver. So in my case, I got married in the year 2021, but prior to that, we got engaged in 2020. And yes, this is going to help you about government stuff. And if you are already here in the US, you can get permanent legal residency if you get the waiver. So if you know Dominic, if you know somebody who is trying to get their way here in the US, tell them we have a channel, Powerful Couple Journey, because we are sharing our journey here in the US together as a couple from really doing our immigration process through do it yourself. So this is the channel, a go-to that your friend can learn about government ideas, immigration process. So, like I said, this we started by really knowing each other, and we had our joint bank account because I was looking already in ways on how to really show exceptional hardship towards my US citizen spouse, and one of which is financial. I know we're not that poor, we're not that rich either, but we are in a position where we are going to have financial hardship once my income will not be part of the income joined with my husband in order for us to get a mortgage, to have a car, and pay all those insurances, pay our bills and utilities, because we are really helping each other. And we really started from scratch. We really started from the very beginning. And it's our way as well of showing that we trust each other, of having our joint bank account together. But it doesn't mean that my salary goes to that joint bank account. No, we have three accounts. One is my bank, which is Bank of America, Wells Fargo Bank. That is where my salary go, because from the teaching salary I have, it goes there. My husband has his own bank, which is a credit union. He puts his money there. Then we opened a joint bank account from his credit union that shows my name and his name together. How much should we put for that? I believe it's $50, and it's a starting point for us to do our joint bank account, and that's very important for you, especially that they are also looking for the 3 months of bank statement. So it's very important as well, because you're going to be needing a detailed monthly budget to show that there's really financial hardship once your income is no longer part of what is supposed to be if you have to go back to your home country. Your friend loves watching. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. I hope that you could really entail that this is really for helping people. And shout out to you, Dominic. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you like, share, subscribe to our YouTube channel for more people to know more about the immigration process, especially with the J1 waiver. Do it yourself. Then think of scenario where if your US citizen spouse will have to go accompany you to your home country, what will be the hardship? So like for example, culture, language barrier, poverty in your home country, what would be the things that will be deprived from your US citizen spouse if they will have to accompany you? So you put that one into writing and let the immigration officer know about the hardship. financial hardship, language barrier, cultural hardship, medical hardship. If your spouse already had considered it very stressful, having anxiety, having this tremendous effect of the immigration process, you can go consult a medical doctor and tell them about the things that you have been through, and they might give you some um, consultation or giving you some letter that will support that you're taking medication now because of that. So it's really up to you to be strategic. Next, you have to do your tax returns joint filing together. If, like, for example, like the month of May, some of the J1 teachers that reached out to me through Facebook Messenger, they are asking if they could get married this summer. I said, it as long as it works in your favor, go ahead. Especially if you got already your extension, which is the DS 2019, good for fourth and fifth year, because you have to really remain on status with your J1 visa sponsor while doing this. The reason for that is you don't want to be out of status. Getting married to your U.S. citizen spouse is not a guarantee for you to stay here in the U.S. without any legal basis. I know you came here legally as a J1 teacher, but your visa should be on status. So there are a lot of scenarios and ways. That's why some people hire immigration lawyers. Did we hire an immigration lawyer? No. But we consulted an immigration lawyer. We paid $150 for us to really know if there is really basis for our waiver. But he just said your case is not that strong. These are the 5 waivers that you can do. If your home country, the Philippines, will not issue a no objection statement, then you can go exceptional hardship. But your case is not that strong, so you might not be able to do this. With his way of telling me, I was encouraged to do it myself. And I said, you know what, Lord, if this is for us, you will really help us to stay here in the US together. So we made a plan. I did a draft. I listened to many podcasts. I listened to many videos of different lawyers online, especially here in YouTube. That's why this is my way of giving back, really giving you ideas on how I did it, on how I really started being this frustrated from school with all of those stress that I've been through, teaching the kids, crying in the bed. And after that, I brush off, I shower, go to my computer, look at stuff and how to get the J1 waiver. Those are the things that I've been going through. Right after we got married in April 2021, we submitted our Form I-130 in May 17, 2021. Then we have our waiver moving forward. Nobody taught us about this one. It's just our strategy. But now we are really trying to help you, encourage you, give you ideas that there is somebody, a Filipina, who did this herself with the help of her husband, was able to become successful with the J1 waiver. You're putting notifications, don't miss. Thank you so much, Dominic. I really appreciate you. Yes, I'm gonna do a live video, and every time you watch this one, I'm gonna do a shout out to you. Dominic5326, thank you for being here. I really appreciate your time and attention. So with this one, we are also encouraging you to really do your own due diligence. Like, for example, we have our own templates. We have powerfulcouplejourney.com, where we share a lot of templates that we have. We have templates for the DS 3035, which is the form that you have to submit to the Department of State. We have the statement of reason that you can use and put a unique flavor, unique arguments to your DS 2019. Follow the templates that we have, that way you have at least an idea on how we make it. Some of the J1 teachers that had that, they said, yours is very simple compared to the lawyers that we have. They're so complicated when it comes to putting all the details. I said, say something, do something, make it happen based on the hardship that you have. Just make sure it is unique to your case, because it's a case to case basis, and your situation might not be the same as ours, but the templates will help you to really give you information and ideas that with those simple templates that we have, it got approved. Then If you are trying to do something like advisory opinion, this is through the Department of State again. If you wanted to know if you are subject to the 2-year rule, to your home residency requirement from the source itself, then go type in Google advisory opinion. You can have all the information there. This is free. The only thing that you will have to pay is the mailing of the papers and the current pages that they wanted you to print right after you have answered it online. So do not do the generic letter if you are trying to show that there are code 13.01 P code or 13.12 P code. Don't use the generic letter from the advisory opinion. Do your own. Or you can visit powerfulcouplejourney.com. That way you know the advisory opinion template that we have. Also, if I have this one scenario, I'm going to give you one scenario. Earlier today, there is one J1 teacher who is really struggling when it comes to getting another job offer because she's been cut off from the school district. And the visa sponsor told her, you have to find a school before July 2025 or else we will cut you off and you only have 30 days grace period and then you have to go outside of the country, fulfill your 2-year rule. We no longer need your service because the school doesn't um, renew you for this school year. So she asked, what am I supposed to do? I said, ask for a consultation. It needs to have an immigration lawyer to give you ideas. I am not an immigration lawyer. So my ideas might be true to myself. I can share ideas as well based on my experiences. But having an immigration lawyer through a consultation, ask them if you have a very strong case or not. Then decide if you want to do it yourself. So she said she's going to marry at the end of the month, maybe in May or June, it depends, and then she's going to start gathering all the information. She took the checklist. I am so thankful. She took the checklist from the powerfulcouplejourney.com, our website, and she is trying to know what are the things she already have for evidences. See? So make sure you have ideas as well before talking to an immigration lawyer because she said she's going to have a consultation somewhere around middle of June with this Filipino lawyer, and then they will have a consultation through online. So it's like a Zoom meeting, I believe. So this way, he or she, the spouse or the fiance, already have an idea about the process. And they just wanted to know if they could have enough time to process the papers. I said, yes, just ask about the consultation, just ask about the process. In her case, because she was not renewed, in order for her to stay legally in the US, she has to file the Form I-130 through her husband. So the Form I-130 is the petition to alien relative, and the petition will help you stay on status. Just like K-1 visa, the fiancé visa, they have to come here in the US for 30 days, and their American or fiancé will have to marry them within 90 days, and they're going to file the Form I-130. That way, it's showing that they have a process ongoing. Same thing with her. She can stay on status as long as she has a pending petition for Form I-130. And this one, based on our own experience, it took them 16 months before they were able to communicate with us and we got approved with the Form I-130 on the spot. See, 16 months. So she can file this one right after she got married. Let's just say after 3 weeks she got married. Just like what we did, we file after 3 weeks. Then we have the Form I-130. The Form I-130 is a petition for alien relative. Then she can also file the Form I-130A, which is the affidavit of support, just showing about who is the person that the petitioner is going to put on the papers. So, like for example, my husband William um, had filed the Form I-130 online, and I also helped him file for the Form I-130A, showing that we are really coupled together, and we are really putting all our papers and all information together. And we have this file online. This have been submitted paper filing. I'm not really sure if it's a paper filing until now or not, but we had some papers to do with signatures. Very important. Remember to have your signatures for your Form I-130 and Form I-130A. And we submitted with our papers as well through USPS, and make sure you have the tracking number. That way, you know that your papers really went to the USCIS service center. Then that J1 teacher, with the scenario we have, if she would like to not work and the husband can support her, then she doesn't have to file the Form I-485 because it's the adjustment of status. And she doesn't need to file for the work permit, which is the Form I-765. If she doesn't want to do this for now, that's okay. Some of the Americans would really support their spouse, their Filipina spouse, with their needs, so they don't have to work, which means they don't have any financial hardship. So think of other hardships just in case. But if they have financial hardship and they wanted to work, aside from filing these, she could also file for the work permit, Form I-65, and the adjustment of status, Form I-485. But this is a risk because the Form I-485 is very, very quickly managed now by the USCIS. So it's really up to you to be strategic. But let's focus on what are the things that this J1 teacher can file. Again, petition, because she will no longer be under the visa sponsor. Not unless you're still under the J1 visa sponsor, you can delay the petition that you have, especially it will still take 16 months. And this is what she has to focus on. She has to focus on the Form I-612, which is the foreign waiver submitted to the USCIS. This is what she really has to focus on. We have sample templates on the Form I-612 in POWELLFULCOUPLEJOURNEY.com. Look at the template. It's the same with the DS3035. I'm looking for my DS3035 here. It's really the same, and we are really trying to show that these are possible. These are possible even though you do it DIY. And the DS3035 is submitted. Did I do it right? Backwards. The DS3035 is really submitted to the Department of State. Again, these two are the same. They are the same in content. The only difference is this is to the DS. Remember, DS, Department of State 3035. And this one form, the form is in the USCIS Form I-612. Now, the Form I-612 is worth $1,100 for the filing fee. The DS3035 is worth $120. The Form I-130 depends if you do paper filing or you do online. Online, this is lower in price. It's not a lot. I think like a matter of like $20. So I believe this is $765. So just check the schedule fee. That way you can be sure, because every time there's changes with the fee schedule they have with the USCIS. The Form I-130 is just the supporting evidences you have. This is another form, but this is for free. So just make sure these two go hand in hand together. And next time, if I'm going to do my live video on the following days, I'm going to have the yellow envelope to show you how to put everything in. That way you know. I mean, this is in real time. Gather all your friends, gather everyone that you know of, especially from the J1 Waiver Helping Hands group. Thank you, Dominic, for the emojis. Really let them know that I'm doing this online here in YouTube. That way everyone will know. Because here's the thing, when I do this in our group, J1 Waiver Helping Hands group, the Facebook would say we will delete your video within 30 days. Unlike here in YouTube rather, Facebook will delete it in 30 days. YouTube, it will be there forever. It will be there until this platform will stay. So this is what I like about doing a live video here, because it's in real time and people would know. So true. Thank you, Dominic. People would know that this is really something that they can gain and they can get ideas from. So there are plenty of forms that I'm going to show you, teach you, and give you ideas on how to do this. And aside from this, I'm also doing my research from time to time. That way I can give you ideas and you'll not be hanging. So again, visit Powerful Couple Journey. Give us a like, share, subscribe, and visit powerfulcouplejourney.com for our templates. That way you know that there are really people that follow the lead of Emmary and William, that we are the Powell. That's why we call it Powellful. We are really helping each other here, really giving ideas, dedicating our time and attention to you to make sure that you get ideas about the J1 waiver and you don't have to spend $5,000 to $20,000 to an immigration lawyer if you know you have a strong case. This is the agony of waiting here, almost 2 years, just like doing your 2-year-old, but you are with your spouse, you are with your family. You don't have to go home anymore to your home country to fulfill the 2 years. We went back to the Philippines in January this year and for a vacation. I don't have to go back to fulfill the 2-year rule. So this is our way of really showing that it's possible to do it yourself for the J1 waiver process. Again, visit powerfulcouplejourney.com for the templates. Message Emmary, leave your comments down there, and I'm going to give you ideas on how to do it. Message me on my Facebook Messenger, Emmary T. Powell. I always answer questions for those that are really interested to know about the process and know where they are at and how they're going to get ideas from a real person who did this herself. Prudence Allen, thank you so much for being here. And thank you for Dominic5326. I hope you like, share, subscribe to this YouTube channel for more live videos that we're going to be sharing. See you on my next video. God bless and have a great day.